we're getting close to Halloween, and if you weren't thoroughly spooked yet, it's time for some spooky games. So I'm going to turn it over to Eldrick Mecha, and I'm going to let him introduce you to what it's like to speedrun Silent Hill Homecoming. Eldrick?
Thank you so much, Dr. No. I am Eldritch Mecha, and here we have Silent Hill Homecoming, the category New Game Plus Glitchless, which means any goodies we got from beating this game, we can use them for this run. But I'm not alone on this. Let me go ahead and introduce you to my couch, the one, the only, Freight Knot.
Hi. Super happy to be here.
Super happy to be here. Totally not terrified of these games, but don't worry. This run, I absolutely love it. I hope everyone will too. But first, let's go ahead and get a few things out of the way. And Dr. No, I believe there was a bid war going on for costumes. And who am I dressing up as?
Well, break out the trucker hat
Ooh.
and oil up the convoy, because for this run you are Big Rig Alex.
The best costume. Excellent. Okay. So, so how this run starts, we're going to go ahead and load the game in, but the timer doesn't start just yet. I will announce it effective, and I also turn on closed captioning just in case anyone wants to read. There are going to be some flashes in here. I will do my best to call them out, but can be kind of a little tough because the game is there's a little jankiness to it. But ultimately, when you see there's an A button in the screen, I will count down from there, and the minute I press it, that's time. But yeah, like I said, I'll say it when I say Smurf, start that timer. And right now we're just playing as Alex. He is in a hospital, not a great one, but
No, just he's in for a normal, appendectomy, nothing big.
just super casual. This type of stuff happens all the time.
It's a very clean, very proper hospital.
There's absolutely no rust on here. Yeah, and also the game is, well, I mean, obviously it's Silent Hill, so it's dark, but also the game is kind of dark, but we get a flashlight, and that'll illuminate things-ish.
Mostly nothing, but yeah.
Mostly nothing. But yeah, everything is just normal, and we will soon get a picture. We will soon get to see the glory of Big Rig Alex.
Where are you going? Don't leave me here.
And he just protests the entire time. So we're just kind of here. And that doctor had a real one too. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, Smurf!
Alright, so there are a couple of sections in this game where you're going to see a lot of button mashing. Pretty easy, stuff like that. There's only like one, I think, towards the end where it kind of game over is pretty quick, but El's pretty good at it. But here is the hospital. This nightmare of a hospital, and this is basically your tutorial, showing you basically everything you need to know. It gives you hints on the puzzles, gives you hints on how to do the fighting. You get to find your flashlight and figure out how pointless that thing is. But most of the thing about this level is that you're not going to see any of it because we're going to be skipping a lot of it.
And one thing about keypads, there's 2 of them in the game. We never need to go hunting for the clues for it. We can just go in there, just start smashing numbers in there, and that makes it really good for the speedrun, because if we know the answer, go fast. So that little kid is Josh, Alex's brother, and he's kind of a jerk. We'll find out why later. But here's the knife mirror. That's where we store all of our knives. It's a practical place. I don't know.
It's a common hospital item to store in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Nurse, can you please put that combat knife in the bathroom mirror, please? Thank you.
Also, this scalpel, please, as well.
Also, can you cover everything in rust and blood? Thank you.
Perfect.
In fairness, I'm seeing very few other places to store things in this hospital, so that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. I mean, besides in other doctors and whatnot.
So
here's your first tutorial fight.
And it's...
And you may recognize this nurse from, other games.
Like Doki Doki Panic?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine. Totally.
Oops. Oh, right. And this is the door we want to do that too. So we take a lot of lefts in the beginning. Avoid this wheelchair. Ah, Josh, you got me with the wheelchair anyways. It's kind of like a mixture of Home Alone, except everything is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So this room, we got to do a little movement optimization. Dodge the nurses. Now we have to cut through this flesh wall as quick as we can, and hopefully we don't get hit by the nurse, because it will reset. And, okay, we're good. She can attack us as we're cutting down, and we take no damage, so that's all well and good. Let's see. We go this way, go to the right, and now we're introduced to the most OP enemy in the game.
Do you guys like bugs? Because we're going to see a lot of them.
And they're obnoxious. They latch on. It's like, sure, you can try to kill them, but ultimately what ends up happening is they land on you. You go through a little quick time event to throw them off, and rinse and repeat every time they show up here because these things are obnoxious.
And they have human faces, so da-da-da-da-da, nightmare fuel.
All of them look like Steve Brule. Oops. And go this
That's
way.
amazing. Why would that be scary?
I think we should appreciate the Steve Brule bugs. Alright. And what happens here is when a bug lands on you, they will slowly drain your health. They're not a huge detriment, they're just obnoxious, and we want to keep Alex's health up as high as we can, because if he ever gets into a limping state, we don't go fast, we go very, very slow.
And Mecha got 4 bugs. That's kind of unfortunate. But hopefully that means that other bug areas are going to be easier, maybe?
Hopefully. And you're going to hear me smashing the buttons a lot in this. So, you know where a good place to keep keys are?
I can only guess, considering it's a Silent Hill game.
Well,
Bottom of a toilet, inside a scary hole.
or on half a corpse. Where's
Oh,
he?
well, there you go.
I mean, that's just the logical place, I guess. You're never going to forget that.
When I come home and take off my coat, I hang my keys on the dead body.
Yeah, totally normal. So now we're kind of back to the beginning of where we started. And now we get this. Now we get introduced to dialogue trees, and we try to pick the fastest options on here. And as you can see, Josh wants nothing to do with us. I'm sure for no reason. He's just a little kid. Whoops. And unfortunately, we can't skip through dialogue things on here. But
Is this a good time for a couple donations? Then?
absolutely.
Well, then I want to say thank you to Richard B. for a $26 donation. And also to Cobalt Valkyrie, who donates $10 and just says, hi, smiley face.
Thank you so much for the donations, yeah. All right, so Josh tasks us to go find his Robbie doll. And, well, we're going to see a normal trope. And that is, dangerous thing, put my hand in it.
Again, it is the Silent Hill legend.
It's like, maybe I should exercise caution. Nope, I'm a complete idiot. La la la. Everything's fine.
Also, back in that cutscene, you notice Josh was drawing some pictures. Throughout the game, there are pictures that we can pick up that he's drawn, and we can be a good brother and make good comments on them. But we're a horrible brother, and we're going to skip all of them.
Yep. Only one piece of art will be picked up. And there's a toy. We gotta run because there's 2 bugs in here that we just want to hopefully avoid. Nope. And they just attached itself. But it's all the rage, I hear. So if we don't get that...
Yeah, they're like amazing earrings. Anyway, keep going.
If we don't get the right button prompt here, and we can skip this cutscene, what ends up happening is... yeah, they just come back. They just lay on the ground and fidget around. And this is the end of our tutorial level.
Congrats, you did it.
I did it. Hooray.
You now know how to hospital.
I think my favorite part about Big Rig Alex is that he has the patented trucker paunch, too.
Convoy.
Although I wish that hat was more mesh in the back.
I really wish it said I'm with stupid.
There's a lot of things here. So we're also familiar. We're gonna get. Well, obviously, if you saw the giant knife here, you kind of get an idea of a familiar face. But it's not Pyramid Head. It's the Boogeyman.
Mm-hmm. Pyramid Head doesn't exist in this game.
Nope, not
Let's
one
all
bit.
remember that. Nope, not one bell pepper.
Only in Silent Hill 2. Only. Never, ever again do we see him in the Silent Hill series.
Or in any other game, ever.
No, absolutely not. So, fun fact here, we wake up and the truck driver is actually one of the most important characters in Silent Hill. That is Travis Grady. He is the hero of Silent Hill Origins. He's just much younger. He's in Silent Hill Revelations. And the reason why he's so important is if you remember from Silent Hill 1, the name Alessa Gillespie, he's the guy that pulls her from the fire and kind of responsible for Silent Hill becoming kind of, all Silent Hill.
Yeah, he was a really good guy and caused amazing amounts of nightmarish chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
But he keeps finding his way back around it, too.
Yeah, so we'll eventually get to Silent Hill, but for right now, we're heading to Shepherd's Glen, Alex's hometown, where he took the Power Jogging Champion 1992.
And that's all he talks about when he comes home.
That's all he talks about. But ultimately, yeah, this just... when you explore this and casually in the game, it's filled with roots, broken streets, obviously the fog. We're skipping an introduction there to Judge Holloway, who's one of the founding member relatives of the town. But we don't have time to talk to her. We have to go home. It's called Homecoming. It'd be silly if we never went home. Don't mind me just running through the street. Just running through the street with a knife. Okay, we skipped that. And Alex's house, which is very much a thing.
Yep, we're hitting this basically to pick up some really important items. Considering this is a new game plus, there's some weapons that he can use that are going to make this much easier, which involves the laser gun, or the laser pistol, sorry, which can pretty much kill most enemies with one headshot.
Yep, or it has a ridiculous rate of fire. It just deals high damage. So there, we go into the room, the flashlight, we had a flashback to Josh, where Alex gave him the flashlight, and we just spoke to Mom, who says, I miss your brother, and she's been hanging out in this flooded basement, and now we get a new enemy. It's the Manaconda, who is no longer with us. Rip Manaconda.
We hardly knew ye.
Alright, so we have to go get the gas can to fill up the generator. Because Alex does not want to reach into the icky water to unlock a bottom lock. Sad. And by the way, I don't know. It's like we will be referring to enemies with our own names because they have names, but our names are better.
Yep.
So we open the garage door. I hope Dad took the Manaconda out for a walk before he left. Because that'd be awkward. Oh no! He didn't. Bye. Okay, so we're going to get our first melee weapon, the steel pipe. And James, right now, do you want to go ahead and talk about that?
So, as you can see, all of the melee weapons, I think, are dual purpose in this game. So yeah, you use the lead pipe, which is normally the god weapon of Silent Hill, to just open things like a crowbar. What else is there? There's the knife, which is apparently a key.
We'll get, if we get the upgrade for it, it is legitimately a key and doorknob. And then the fire axe, which we use to break stuff.
Yep.
So we pop this open. And thankfully, there's this truck that's just filled with all this gas. How convenient.
Oh, and you're dressed appropriately for it, too.
That appears to be a very big rig.
It is. It is.
Alex with the big rig costume, would you like to drive that to the wall? No? Okay, we're going to run away.
Okay, we're just going to run away. See, there's another picture over there. And we're just diving on under. All right. We got to go back to the house to drain the basement because, like, that's impressive that it managed to flood that much. Like, I think the water main just emptied out into the basement here.
Really quick, we have a $10 donation from Cousin Talbert who says, keep it spooky.
Ooh.
No.
I would say you're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you so much.
But I would like to note that $10 donation puts us over $750 towards the $1,000 goal we have for the Canadian Cancer Society.
Let's go.
Let's keep it going, everybody. That's awesome.
See, like I said.
Also, thank you, Cousin Talbot. Love you, boo.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like I said, we had to empty the water because Alex didn't want to reach into it to unlock a door. Okay, whatever, Alex, you do you. So now we're in the backyard, which is great, and we find a backpack and a picture of a skinned dog. Don't worry about it, everything's fine. And now we're just going to go for a casual walk in a graveyard.
I mean, what else is there to do in this town, though?
I mean...
Besides not die.
Not die. The Len's Castle's closed. There's no Chipotle's. Shepherd's Glen is not a great place to visit. It's really boring. So yeah, this is kind of like the start. The overall theme is basically a bunch of mazes. Oh, and look, this is Mayor Bartlett. He's digging someone up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But now we're introduced to another enemy. And this is the other enemy that I always have to be careful of. And it is the dog.
Oh, your little poochie. Oh,
okay, never mind. Yeah, the laser pistol will make short work of the dog. But ultimately, the dogs are dangerous because if they attack you, yeah, sure, they'll nip at you. But if they can also pin you down. If they pin you down, huge time loss. So obviously, we want to avoid that. We're just going to run through these gates because it's fun. All right, and just running through a cemetery clock. All right, and... like I said, there's a lot. It's like, this is primarily a giant labyrinth that we have to make our way through. Well, thank you for showing me the way. Very nice mausoleum there.
There's a light.
And we got a dog showing up here.
There's your pooch. Oh.
Oh. Yeah. Just jump down into this pit with all these cockroaches. Everything's fine.
I was going to say, yeah, won't reach into the water, jump into a pit full of cockroaches.
And bones, too. We can't forget the bones.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Priorities, Alex. Need to sort them out, bud.
Mm-hmm. So one important thing to note here is during the Glitchless run, we have to make sure we pick up all the puzzle items, because if we miss one, that is a huge time loss, and obviously for a speed run, kind of bad, in my opinion. Don't quote me on it, but you know. So here's the other part of this. Basically, this is a very Resident Evil puzzle, but you know.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. And we also have a broken gun in our inventory. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Hooray! Now we're out of the graveyard. And we're on the other side of town. Which looks a lot like the other side of town, so... who knows?
This is the good side of town.
The nice. Ooh,
this is where property values go up.
And that, along with an ice cream truck just covered in blood.
I mean, that's how you know it's all good.
Mm-hmm. That's like that's the marking of good property right there. All right, so this is it. This is Elle. She's a old friend of Alex. They catch up, and she reveals a bit of information of how people have gone missing here in Shepherd's Glen. And one of them is her younger sister. Alex's primary response is, "I'm just here to find my brother." Basically saying, well, that sucks to suck. I got my own problems to worry about.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here just so someone can be my alibi. Don't worry. All right. So now we're in the junkyard, where we have to go talk to a very charming individual.
Oh, totally sane. Totally on the level.
Definitely trustworthy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, absolutely nothing. He will do nothing to us later on in the game.
I'd let him babysit my kids.
I would let him watch my house. That's how trustworthy he is. I don't even have a house. It's that impressive.
I don't have any kids. I'd let him babysit somebody else's kids.
There you go. Perfect. So this is Curtis, and he's a bit of a curmudgeon.
Hello. Can I ask you something?
I'm busy. He's just real busy, like just poking and pretending to twist knobs on a clock. So we have to go through all these dialogue choices before we can get the cutscene where Alex is just like, here's a gun. And there's a cutscene. We skip that. He gives us the handgun, which we will use much later on in the game for reasons. Specific reasons. Okay, mainly it's just to fight other enemies, but, you know.
Mostly that.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
But at Silent Hill, you could use it to, like, you know, fill a bucket full of water for some reason.
So now we have to go back through the graveyard because we're told that we have to go find Mayor Bartlett, and there's a dog behind me. Whatever. One dog is fine. 2 dogs is a danger zone.
3 dogs. That's a party.
4 dogs. Are you a dog walker? Do you need help? All right, so we're gonna exit the covered bridge, and we get another cutscene that we promptly skipped. And Fred, now go ahead and name that guy. What do you want to call the? It's the smoky.
Oh, that guy back there.
Yeah.
Oh, the smoker dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I just called him Cigarette Cherry all the time.
Cigarette Cherry. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's Cigarette Cherry. He will blast you with smoke, and while you're distracted, he will try to attack. And now we have a dog behind us, but we're going to use sweet diagonal juking because dogs attack in a straight line.
It's true. All dogs are confused by serpentine.
They are. Have you ever seen? I've seen dogs look at me funny whenever I do this.
Yeah, it works on cats too.
I think
It works on any animal, really.
Yeah, like if you are ever being chased by any animal, ranging from cat to, a monkey driving a bulldozer, just run diagonally. They'll be confused. They can't get you. I mean, that's my personal experience. So yeah.
At that point, are you being chased by a monkey or by a bulldozer?
I like to think it's a healthy relationship between the two, honestly.
Monkey dozer.
Dozer key. Yeah, so right now right now, like I said, we have to go see Mayor Bartlett, and where's the perfect place to go find the guy who is digging just randomly digging graves in a graveyard? Why, the family mausoleum. We're gonna avoid that dog, and hopefully we won't get dog glitch. It's not a major. There's nothing advantageous about it. It just will appear later on in the game, and it's kind of funny. Go wait.
We're now seeing Mecha's patented style with the laser pistol. Shoot them in the knees until they die.
Did you know knees are super fatal?
What are they weak against? Kneecapping works.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. And now we get to... So one thing is the game will throw us slide puzzles. Thankfully, there's only 2, so we don't have to worry about it. But they're slide puzzles.
Yup.
This one is easy. The second one is obnoxious.
Antelope is a $5 fine for bad puns. I just want you to know that.
I mean, I accept this.
I'm also going to steal all your jokes.
All right, good. I'm glad we have this mutual understanding. And there we go, solved. So we reach into the crypt, and it's a broken watch. And it later revealed it belongs to the mayor's son. Meanwhile, we wake up in another part of town, and it's near a hotel, but we can't get to the hotel because the walls are boarded up. So what do? We wander around because that's pretty safe. Another one of those guys. And then go under the fire truck because that's fine. What's up, half a guy just hanging out? I'm sorry. Not really.
You should be.
All right.
Apologize again.
I'm sorry? All right, so we got the fire axe, which we so now nothing can stop us aside from anything that wants to kill me. They'll try.
Fire axe, also known as the door church key.
Got something in the way? Hack it. As I call this, Alex's interior design phase. We're gonna switch back over here. Double doors, we can't. You have to actually pick one of the 2 doors to go through. You can't just go in the middle and kick them open because Alex is very polite in this nightmarish town. There's Josh. We're supposed to. It's like you want to chase after him, but he crawls under rubble. So instead, we're just gonna jump across this elevator and pick up a maintenance key. Going back, and I hope, man, Freda, I really hope no one comes out to attack me. Oh, come on.
I missed it. What happened? You shot and he died. Okay, good job.
Yep. So
Speed run.
Speed run. So normally, if I'm feeling froggy, there's 2 more of those guys out here.
Die, knees.
Goodbye, kneecap. You will never be a catcher. But now we're doing a wiring puzzle, and Freda, go ahead and talk about this while I work on.
So the thing about these is, like, I forget. They're not quite RNG. There's something else.
No, there are no hints on how to solve these.
That's it. Yeah. There's literally nothing in the game that will tell you how to get past this puzzle. And that happens a lot in this game, actually.
Yeah.
Because this was the Silent Hill where they were just like, no, sorry.
Good
luck.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of stuff where they're just like, you know what? We believe in you. You're.
Although, they did that in Silent Hill 4, too.
Yeah, they.
So-
Oh, yes, they absolutely did.
So never mind. This is kind of a Silent Hill trope.
Silent Hill trope. Figure it out for yourself.
Exactly. Good luck, stupid.
We're gonna meet another new enemy. Just so many friends to make here in Silent Hill. So we get into an elevator that is definitely up to OSHA standards.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We got no problems going on here.
Oh, this is your favorite enemy, isn't it?
Yes, it is my favorite
Ooh.
enemy. The one that we all love and cheer for every time we see him. Also, fun fact, there'll be a weird, because sometimes lighting gets weird, and all of a sudden Alex's eyes just go completely black, and it's not disturbing at all. It's fine.
No. Totally normal.
These guys, they have blades for legs that will walk up and... They'll walk up and try to attack you, and we call them Scrimbleshanks, because that is the first name that popped to my mind, and I'm just like, no, they definitely look like a Scrimbleshanks. So please enjoy this fine Scrimbleshank content. Meanwhile, also, we want to try and knock them out before they actually have a chance to attack, because it will break the elevator, and it's a minor time loss, but we still want to make sure we're doing this. Oh, guess what I didn't do. Not getting the hotel.
But thankfully these guys are pretty easy to take care of with a laser pistol.
Because otherwise, in the normal game, when you try using the like the normal pistol against them, sure they'll drop here, but when you're actually fighting them out in the open, they take a few shots. So, laser pistol once again.
That name reminds me of a character from the musical Cats, and somehow these are less creepy than that musical.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, these are way more jellicle than any other of the characters in Cats.
This is where the cats go.
See, when I first heard Scrimbleshanks, I thought it was like some sort of mischievous Rumpelstiltskin type thing, but no, he's covered in blades and he's a nightmare.
It's pretty accurate.
So we got a nice... He's going to be kind of going through this one, but this is a nice harken back to Silent Hill 2.
What are you doing in this hotel? This place should be condemned.
So, woman in there who's not feeling great, and the guy, being as cool as he is skipping out instead of taking care of her. And yeah, James Sunderland, you're a cool dude.
Thumbs up for James Sunderland. But yeah, Alex is it's really great because in the speedrun, Alex, when we encounter strangers, Alex, super nice to him. If we encounter someone we know,
Tell me what you need.
yeah, he's just a complete and utter jerk to them. Because it's also the quickest dialogue option. So yeah, she gives us basically a fetch quest. We have to get her memories. She gives these descriptions. And when we ask her, how do you find a memory? She's like, oh. And it turns out they're just postcards with things written on them.
I don't remember.
Yeah, 3 small windows. You'll know them when you see them. Will I? It's like, okay, I'll just look around. And not a creepy laugh whatsoever. Alright, so we're going to bust out the fire axe because it's more interior decorating.
Well, it's not like this house doesn't need it.
Bob Vila would be ashamed of this old house.
This old house full of nightmares. Join us, 8 p.m. on Sundays.
You see these bugs that have human faces? They're representing the filth that is humanity. Oh God, Bob, why?
Wow, this show got dark.
Really dark.
Existential Bob Vila.
That's my favorite Bob Vila. Okay. I guess I'm just using my gun here. That was a mistake. First, we're gonna bug off and take this nurse out. So she came through here, and that kind of gives it's basically a little hint of where we have to go. Again, like we start seeing the stages get more and more complex as we progress in the game, and they just become more and more maze-like.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a memory, and if you remember Silent Hill, it's the hospital, Alchemia Hospital. And yeah, that place is a nightmare. So,
It sure is.
and now we get a cutscene, and it's totally it's the boogeyman. Pick up these bugs. They explode real good. All right. And then now we get to go in the hallway. Like, and then we will get to see our favorite boy, Scrimbleshanks.
Josh, wait.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's so
There he is.
cute.
Oh.
All right. Bye, Scrimbleshanks. I miss you already.
So yeah, once you kind of figure out where to go in here, because the game also will give you maps and all this other stuff to kind of help you out. The only time we'll actually pick up a map is going to be in the last area, because it's super labyrinthian and there's many dead ends and all of that. So we run back here. Oh look!
He's back. Oh.
Oh. And we're on our way to get the third postcard. So we're just chopping our way through everything. Yeah, when you play this game casually, it is oops, right. I didn't go the right path. I know what I'm doing. I made that mistake so many times, it's like ingrained into me. Anyways, here's another hole we have to jump down to. Very good place for that mattress, though. Alex, you can go down there, big guy. I believe in you. All right.
Come on, Big Rig. You can do it.
You got this. And here's our last one.
I think I found all the memories that woman was looking for.
So now we can go back and get our reward for this. And of course, since we did this, guess what? Oops, all monsters. And we can start hearing it. And it's not here. They're like, okay, we'll give you a bit of reprieve for now. You're like, cool, thanks.
Maybe it's just ambience. Is it just ambience?
Just
yeah, it's
ambience.
just ambience. Ah.
Oh, no. Oh,
That was
no.
ambiance
one.
too. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And there's been many times, even while like playing derusting that, where I make the wrong turn and whoops, that's not the way we have to go. But yeah, once we get through here, there's sometimes where you have to press the button multiple times. I love this game. There is some jank to it, so if you are interested in playing it, just be aware of that, and we'll try to cover the bugs as well.
Is this what you want?
Hey, let's reach into this strange hole. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Yeah, there's some non-game breaking bugs that are happening so far, but coming up there might be a few things. Not quite game breaking, but definitely run ruining.
Yeah.
Josh?
Josh? I mean,
Hey, Josh.
And
Later, Josh.
yeah, we see Josh, and it's like, can you help us? He's like, no. And he's like, all right, okay, gotta fall. Bye.
Can you help me? Nope. Need Burger King. Bye.
All right, door's locked. We go back. Uh-oh. Oh, right, I actually have to... I swear I know what I'm doing. All right, yeah, so we have to get told that the door is locked. We go back. Oops. And now we just have to wait for the store to start changing.
Some Silent Hill stuff happening right now.
Yep. Go into Rust World. And there we go. And ta-da. Here's Mayor Bartlett, and he is just a lovely, lovely guy.
Look at that. That is the face of a very sane mind.
It's totally fine.
Nothing but rainbows and pretty fields going on in his head, I'm sure.
So yeah, this is where we get to start seeing Alex just being just utter jerks to everyone he actually knows. And now's actually a good time if you want to talk about what we're doing here, or if there's any donations or anything like that.
Sure thing. We are raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society. If you are just joining us, this is Game Over Cancer. We are in the middle of an amazing marathon. If you thought this was just tonight, we have a whole schedule of events planned, all of it helping to raise money for the Canadian Cancer Society. You can see the full schedule if you hit !S in chat, but you can also see the donation link with an !D. anything you are able to donate is going to help us reach our goal of raising as much as we can to help the Canadian Cancer Society. We have some amazing prizes you can win if you help us raise some money, as well as some incentives that you can help us meet to make the marathon just a little bit longer and help our runners do some really, really neat things in the course of making some lives better and helping take cancer down.
All right, thanks so much, and just keep those donations coming in, everyone, all for a great cause. So, we saw Mayor Bartlett. What ended up happening is he got smushed by Tree Monster, and then we shot Tree Monster, who was a giant pushover because laser pistol, and now we wake up in a jail cell. It's just like a normal weekend for any normal adult.
This happens every time Alex comes home.
It does. So basically, we've done everything that we have to, and we have to wait. Because now we are waiting on, there it is. We get to meet a new character, Sheriff Wheeler. So now we have to tell him, yeah, the mayor's dead and a monster killed him. And there's a bit of skepticism at first after we say he's dead.
I'm just trying to find my brother, okay? I thought the mayor might know something.
Look at that down vest, that's so majestic. What a great costume this is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't kill anybody. Then what happened?
So one of the other weapons that we pick up, or that is part of New Game Plus, is a giant mechanical circular saw. It does a ton of damage, but it is incredibly slow, and you never use it in the speed run.
I'm not sure it's safe here anymore. Follow me.
So now he lets us out, and basically we have to kind of get close to the doors here to kind of prompt Sheriff Wheeler to let us out. Otherwise, we get the message the door is locked. And we'll also see a new monster here as well. Actually, two, now that I come to think about it.
Looks clear. Stay close.
Alright. So we go up here. He's going to take a peek.
We're not going that way.
That way sucks. Let's go the other way.
Well, this is a bad place.
LOL, JK.
You know, it's a great time. You know, afraid not. I know when I'm being chased by nightmare monsters, I'm going to strike up a casual conversation.
I mean, yeah, totally.
This makes
See
sense.
any good movies lately?
I mean, yeah, like Candyman. Okay, so they talk about Doc Finch, and that gives us our hint of where we're going to be going after we get through these next couple of parts.
Just trust me. We need to get to the doctor before something happens.
Also, I like the little camera bobble as we wait. So now,
Stand back.
so by the way, this game has multiple endings.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a special one planned for Game Over Cancer because it is my favorite. And it's totally not sad or anything like that. Oh no, we're separated from Sheriff Wheeler. No. So you saw that guy, so you saw the new enemy bust through the door. That's Shovel Face Mick Metaphor. Ow. He'll deal a chunk of damage, and yeah, we just generally try to ignore them when we have to, but there's sometimes we can't. But they also are amazing acrobats too when we shoot them. Like that. Yeah, there's some times where they go complete ragdoll and like do a backflip like it's a Power Rangers episode. Gotta hack that door.
So while we're in the prison, I think there is kind of an annoying run-breaking glitch when it comes to the cutscenes, isn't it? Like hitting the button too fast.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So what'll happen is it's like a cutscene will happen, and if L tries to skip it too early, the game will pause and some wonkiness will start. And then if you try to skip it again, it'll just fade to black, and then the cutscene will just keep going.
Mm-hmm. So there's reasons why you'll see me kind of wait on trying to skip, and oh, here's Big Arms Mick back legs and dead.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite part in video games and in speedruns. It's an escort mission with L.
Awesome.
But also, Alex, like I said, he's rude to people. So for this escort mission, it is we run ahead, we murder everybody, we murder all the enemies, and L will eventually catch up to us.
Can you give her a riding crop like in 4?
Oh god. Which was, what was it? Was it the riding? No, it was.
It was a riding crop.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what was the best weapon for her, for your neighbor.
Yeah, for Eileen. Yeah, there was like the purse, something else, and then I found the riding crop, and I was like, "Yep, it's gonna be this from now on."
And we get Manaconda. Anytime there's water, safe to bet there's some Manacondas in here. So we're just gonna run through, and like we said, Elle, she'll get through there eventually.
She's fine.
She's perfectly fine. Nothing bad could happen down here. What is this, Silent Hill?
Oh, you're right. There was an SMG for Eileen. Yeah, that was the New Game Plus.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
Did you have to get the good?
I mean, it was really not effective, but it's still Eileen, so.
Yeah. Eileen, quick! There's a dog. Shoots into the sky. Did I get him? Sure.
I think she's programmed to go hug the monster before she starts attacking anyway. So.
What is this? All right. So we go over here. You had to drain the water. Part of the pit. There's a lot more areas. Like there's a map and shotgun shells, but why use a shotgun when you have a laser pistol? That's just practical thinking.
Why use a shotgun when you have a lead pipe? Silent Hill.
Thankfully, this game did not have breaking weapons, unlike other entries.
Game that should not be named.
I mean, I still love it. So yeah, we have these QuickTime events, but if it's like as long as L is actually on the right path or running towards here, we just have to tap A a few times and she'll duck under the gate. And here's here's that cutscene glitch that Fred now was talking about earlier. So yeah, it just kind of fades to black and the game just kind of keeps going.
Yep.
And there you go. Demonstrated. So now we have to run all the way back. Hi, Scrimpleshanks.
Hello.
And like, yeah, it's actually now when you're not playing New Game Plus, when you're actually playing just the normal version of this section is tense. Like, I don't want to downplay it because this game is legitimately scary when you're playing it. But the minute you beat it, and if you have access to the laser pistol, which we'll talk about a little later on how to get, yeah, all of a sudden the game's like, oh, this is a breeze. Okay, all right. And so we have to do a bit of backtracking because they decided to make this just the worst mission, the mission of the game. Where it's like, run back to the beginning. Okay.
Pray return to the Waking Sands. Oh no.
Oh no. Where's the Waking Sands in Shepherd's Glen? You have to go to Silent Hill. Oh, come on. All right.
You have to go to the mall from Silent Hill 3.
Oh. No. Yeah, so you can hear, yeah. If at any point Elle's in danger, she will let us know. And she was actually a bit too close to Scrimbleshanks there, so you heard her say, stay away. Alright. So another fun thing that we'll have to talk about, when enemies pop up in this, like if they're crawling out of a hole or anything like that, the big thing here is we absolutely want to give them time to show up. Mind a second. Like the Manacondas are, and then I quickly,
Except for that dude.
Except for that dude, he gets. Oh, where to go? There
That's
you are.
Bob, and we hate Bob, so.
Yeah, take that, Bob. It's mainly mainly Scrimbleshanks, because if not, we will. It's like their health values get a little wonky, and they will take a million shots to take down. Like eventually, it effectively is a hit point underflow, But eventually, even that underflow resets back to the default value, and then they eventually die after we shoot them. And I'm sure Elle is just fine. If you're wondering, if we were keeping a tally on that.
I'll be honest, I forgot she was a part of this.
Right? Yeah, you kind of do that. So, all right. Last of the gate QuickTime events. See, she caught up real quick there.
Oh, you're still here? I was eating sun chips and not thinking about you at all.
Man. So she's like, hey, can't find the valve. I'll go fix this. And now we have to fight monsters. And I actually really like this part, too. There we go. So we'll get one, goes one, and then two spawn from each side. I like just popping over here because they're a little slow. So we can take advantage of that. Swing around. And then there's one last monster, so what I'm going to do here is put my back to the gate, and we wait for the reticle to turn red. Wait for it.
And we wait.
There we go. And it's another one of those it's another one of those big arm Mick back legs. I swear I'm so sorry for that name, and also not sorry. But they come over, but we can kill them quick enough. But Elle, what happened? She dropped her walkie-talkie and strawberry syrup. I hate when I do that. How about you, Afraid Not?
I'll be honest, I've never been in that situation, but if I was, I think I'd weather it. I'd be fine.
Okay. All right, so we're finally out of there, and now we're off to go see the good doctor, who, when we see him, looks like Dr. House with a shaved head. And they tell us, this is how you go see the doctor. All right, so we're going to be a little safe here and take out...
Big arm skip leg day.
oh, that's also good. I like that one, too. So those two...
I think I first called him Punch Face McTiny Ankles.
Ooh. We got some good names coming through for these guys.
Yeah.
So I took out those dogs as a safety precaution because, yeah, you can avoid them. It's super risky because with our back to them, that is the opportune moment where they will pin us down and attack. And lots of time loss, and we take a ton of damage from them. So, not so much. Not so much.
Super fun time.
Mm-hmm. Ah, the local doctor office. I hope there's nothing bad here. Well, this is a kid's room, so we're already off to a good start. So we have to go look at that case, be like, it's locked, and nurse infestation.
This part can be kind of annoying because the dying animation of nurses, you can't step over them because they're in the process of dying. Mm-hmm. So you kind of have to...
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wait.
Yep, and there is a health upgrade in there, but we're not grabbing it because in a pinch, if we absolutely need health, sure, we can grab one of those. However, we lose time because they have their own little cutscene, and it's just obnoxious. So we wake up in Rust World again, where Alex is mystified by a doll. He's never seen one in his entire life.
If I've learned anything about playing Silent Hill games, always pick up the doll.
Yeah.
Nothing bad will happen.
I'm very mad at you right now. I just need to let you know for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's legit. Okay. Josh goes right, we go left, because Josh is just here to mess with us. Also, don't pick up...
And we're playing keep away with this doll.
Yeah. Gotta deliver this doll. By the way, don't pick up all the dolls you ever see. And we're fine? No. LOL.
Don't listen to Mecha. Pick up all the dolls. It's fine. Especially the doll in 4. That's right.
Super pick up that doll because nothing bad will happen on that.
Ever.
Alright. And, I too love flowing molten metal in my hospital. I don't know about the rest of you.
Keeps everything warm. I like it.
Getting to this, waiting room.
And, by the way, we're back to everybody's favorite enemy.
Yeah, I'm so happy about this. I have arm bug. Uh-oh. Well, whatever. See ya.
Yeah, thanks, Momo. Always troll me with the dolls. I appreciate that.
Always give Frayed Not the haunted dolls.
Yeah, and watch it get yeeted out the window.
Goodbye!
Small pile of nightmares in my backyard.
Why don't you just bury them? That means I have to go near them.
Exactly. I have to be in sight of them.
Yeah.
And, no, thank you.
Yep, that's a hard no for me. All right, and like I said, remember how I say each labyrinth gets more and more complex? This place is a really obnoxious one too.
Mm-hmm. It's not the worst one, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Josh, and oh,
Aww.
hey, got through. Well, got through relatively.
No damage on that one. Nice.
Yep. Wrong way. And this part is super easy to get turned around in. It happens to me all the time. But there we go. I did remember that one.
We're also coming up with the next boss.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a fun one.
Oh yes. So that boss, which there's a bug on that boss as well, like not a literal bug, an actual like a programming bug. I know words. How about you?
Mm-hmm.
Jump over here, drop down, and climb down. And fans, where you get to watch this fan stop spinning, and we wait. And we start moving. As soon as it does that little animation, we can keep going. It's basically like you're just descending into this hospital, which is always a good time. Oh, there's that rascal Josh. You come here, buddy. Nope. He runs, and we follow.
Like a good brother.
Mm-hmm. And James, were you wondering where the next flesh wall was?
I mean, always.
Well, we're in luck. And we get a 1-2 combo because we get bugs in this next room too.
Awesome.
This room is awesome and I love it. Bonk, right on the face too. Alex, you have something on you. Alex. There we go. Drop down more as we are trying to switch weapons over to the laser pistol. There we go. Oh no, it's a pistol. That's the good pistol. So pistols are also a bit magic. And now we have this puzzle, which is a bit obnoxious.
Yep.
Where we have to hit, basically we have to turn off fans and give ourselves a way through. And thankfully, I believe you can actually go from either direction in doing this, but it's just easier. It's just however you memorize it, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, the right to left. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So then we have to go all the way back to the one that you start on. We hit this switch. Go. So the other nice thing is Josh's... so regardless if Josh's health is critical or not, Josh's strafe speed still remains the same. So it is possible for us to actually kind of move fast if we're in a critical health state, but we don't like it. Because you kind of can't see, and... You know, I guess seeing is important or something like that.
No.
No.
How dare you suggest such a thing?
All the doors, by the way, don't work in this hospital, so we just don't bother.
Mm-hmm.
I too like having giant gears in a hospital. Makes me feel safe. Look, there's Josh
Like a hospital
again.
designed in Hellboy or something.
We'll fix you up. Yeah? Will you? No. It was a mirage all along.
The Overlook Hotel.
Oh, hooray. This floor is looking awfully meaty, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. So whenever we see these type of doors, you can expect a boss fight.
Pretty much.
Although I do
So this next boss fight is a bit of... It can be a worry. What's going to happen is first we're going to talk to not Zaz here from Batman.
He's just having a normal one. Like, he's Dr. House-ish.
Kind of, yeah.
So we are just doing that.
Sitting in his underwear, cutting up his body, having a good normal one.
This, I mean, you tell me how to unwind on a Friday, and I'm going to tell you.
Just find me a big fan.
Just to sit under this. So yeah, as you can see, Scarlet is Dr. Finch's daughter. She is now also missing. So we're starting to, you start noticing a pattern with all the, basically the founders of the town. All their kids are missing. So there's something weird going on here. We'll get to that. We will uncover that mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So we give the doll to Dr. Finch, and we summon this nightmare.
And now we have to fight that doll, or some version of it. So what this is basically Silent Hill's version of Cleaning Simulator. So have that music going on in your head while Mecha takes off all the, basically, armor around this meaty doll. What's going to happen is he's going to take it all off, shoot it all off with his gun here, and then at some point in time he's going to get a prompt to switch to his melee weapon. So that he can finish the fight. And by finishing the fight, that also means he has to melee it like 3 times as it crawls around on the ground and looks really creepy.
Yep, and we actually got this glitch with the doll where she will basically pose for us. See, she's having a real one.
Yeah. She's committed. She's voguing.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Oh. Yeah, her attacks are real easy to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have to actually attack her. Like see, it's not just the button prompt won't do it in this. We actually have to equip a weapon and hope that she did not run up the wall, and she did. Okay, so we gotta wait.
She did.
That's good. I'm fine. There we go. Ooh. And
Ooh, you got the roll.
Yeah, she will try to jump on us. That's a good camera angle.
Yeah, it was great. I could see everything.
So we managed to avoid
nice.
Yeah, this
is going really well.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really good fight.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, once that weak point's exposed, we just got to knock her down one shot from the laser pistol.
And I think, in my opinion, that's really the most treacherous boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like Mecha said, she hits really hard.
Yeah, she hits hard. She's just kind of terrifying, too. Like, it's actually a legit scary boss.
Oh, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a good time sleeping tonight later, I'm sure.
It's going to be just totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a key, and we have this, and all of a sudden we get a little flashback, and we're like, I recognize this symbol. And that means we can finally go to the town hall. Now, you can explore this once you have the axe to get a health upgrade, but overall in the speedrun, we just kind of save it for last. It's one of the quicker areas, too, to get through. Because we have to go get we actually are getting a weapon upgrade. And it's the only weapon upgrade we get in this whole run. Let's see, we run around here, go up here, use the key, and hey, I know my town hall is a secret basement. Does yours? And behold, we're actually getting our first health pickup too.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I don't want to know if my town hall has a basement.
Mm-hmm. But it's filled with nurses. Oh no! And there we go. Take the third one out.
Yeah, that third nurse can be kind of sketchy.
Yep. And now we pick up the Sacrificial Dagger, which is basically a key. It'll unlock doors for us. And if you got any donations or you want to talk about what's going on with Game Over Cancer or anything like that, please feel free.
Absolutely. I want to take a moment and talk about some of the incentives that everyone can help us meet to help make this, help make the marathon just a little bit more spicy. Coming up later tonight, we have the Hades run that everyone has donated to upgrade from a 3-weapons run to an all-weapons run. So thank you for that. You're going to make I'm Doing Its job just a little bit more exciting. Also, for everyone to help us reach, we have the Dungeon Explorer 2 incentive, which will upgrade to an any % Princess plus Crown Cam run. And if you don't know what that means, you're not alone. But if you want to see what it means, it's a $250 incentive that you can help us reach. All of that money is going to go to the Canadian Cancer Society. Also, for your donation consideration, we have a Little Mermaid incentive for a cosplay run. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know very much about what kind of cosplay we're talking about here. I don't know if this is a DMCA situation that we may be running ourselves into. But if you want to find out, it's a $350 incentive. And that run is actually coming up on, I believe, Saturday. So we have a little bit of time to help reach that incentive. And then the one that I'm looking at, the one that really excites me, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2, run by none other than the legendary The Blacktastic. There's a $500 incentive to upgrade that from Ultimate to Legend Hunter. If you know Bobby, you know that he is a fantastic player. And if you know Bloodstained Curse 2, you know that game is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So I really want to see us hit that incentive. It's all going to a great cause, and it's going to be a phenomenal run. So if you are able to help us hit that incentive, !I to see all of the incentives that you are able to help us reach. And again, !D for the donation link to help us raise money for the Canadian Cancer Society today, tomorrow, and all weekend long.
Thank you so much, and definitely keep those donations coming in. Yeah, you want to see, it's like, if some of those things are what I think they are, you absolutely want to help meet those donation incentives, because they're just excellent. Hey, no dog glitch.
Hey, good job.
Yeah, we did it. Teamwork makes the dream work. So yeah, Sacrificial Dagger, as you saw, allows me to basically unlock more mysterious locked doors, like, you know, a wall that you would definitely pay attention to and remember that, oh yeah, I remember that. Casually, it's super easy to mix and just end up running through town. Now, the reason why we have to unlock it and go this route home is because the house's entrance is covered in barbed wire. Hooray. And apparently...
Also, if you didn't know to look at Alex, he is apparently an expert knife fighter.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
Oh! See, that's what can happen with the dogs.
Yep, there's 2 of them down here, too, so we want to get out of here.
A lot of damage and a little bit of a time suck.
And, yeah, we are going to first aid that, because we just don't want to deal with it. But, yeah, dogs. And that leads me to my greater theory that dogs with fur in video games, good dogs. Dogs missing even just a patch of skin, bad dogs.
It's true.
I mean, I have a solid theory. Okay, so we get to go home because we got the hint when we picked up the dagger that there's a door that was locked in the basement that we had to go use. But we didn't see it because we don't exactly, you know, explore, because it's a speed run. We don't have time to explore.
We just have to know.
Yeah, just gotta feel, you know? Alright. So we go back to a slightly damp basement, and here's a tarp. But if you look carefully, there's someone behind that tarp. Dad? Dad?
Is it Dad?
No, it's a mannequin.
Dad, you turned into a mannequin.
Oh, mannequin dad. Alright, we get a flashback. We skip through that.
Dog meat. I mean, yeah, he looked pretty mangy, but he wasn't missing skin.
That's very true. Alright.
I mean, unless he walked into one of your nukes or something.
Yeah. So we got the attic key. There's a shotgun upgrade there that we are just not taking because no point. So we make our way upstairs. And now there's a room that when we first in here, the door shuts on us automatically. And we can't get to it, and that's the attic.
Bellyween, it's true. All dogs are good dogs, except for that one dog that jumped on Mecca. He's a bad dog.
It's a bad dog.
He's a bad dog.
Alright, we're in the attic, and now we have to stumble upon the best hidden door, where Dad's just like, these kids are dumb, they won't know what's going on here. Well, joke's on you, I know how to push furniture. Alright, so we open the door, and we get another cutscene of the dad giving Josh a ring, and we don't care. It's slide puzzle time, all. So we slide this over, slide that up, we slide this down, we slide, oop, come on, there it is, that over, that up, over, that, down, done. it's also really obnoxious because if you really screw that puzzle up casually, and you think I'll just leave it and it resets, it doesn't. So
Nope.
you will be stuck there for like 20 minutes being like, how do I unmess this up? Okay, so we got a map to Silent Hill and a letter from Dad, who apparently said, I'm going to Silent Hill because they have a Kroger's over there. I mean, I think that's the story. Anyways, we got to go ask Mom about Silent Hill. We go downstairs. Mom gets kidnapped by basically old-timey miners, which are actually the cultists from Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's puzzle-solving time. Let's move through here.
Wasn't this the game that kind of did a tie-in with the movies? Like very, very subtly.
Yeah, with the miners.
Yeah.
Get
And
that.
the cult.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, like that's where we start seeing everything get tied in. So we picked up a mask, and also
Somewhere in this game, Sean Bean is running around being really sad.
I mean, yeah. And we just picked up a random cleaver. I'm sure that'll pay off for us later on.
Oh yeah.
Who wants more bugs? And we get the.
Dad went out for smokes at Silent Hill.
That's like the worst way to leave. And I got a bug on my face. All right. So we look at this. Mom was indifferent. But why was she indifferent? Because she had a big Sag. And this means that little icon lighting up in the corner, we solved 1 of 4 puzzles.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, to get through to the next area, there are 4 mini puzzles that Mecha has to solve. So it takes a little bit of time.
Oops. Hey, remember that one time I didn't put on the right weapon?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, cool. Alright. We legitimately shot that guy in the kneecap. He's just like, ow!
Patented skill.
It's an acquired skill.
Shoot you in the knees until you die from it.
Alright. So remember how I made mention earlier of us making sure we pick up every puzzle item that we have to get to? This is the game that punishes you in the speedrun if you don't do this. So we have to first... We're picking up medals, right? So we get a Heart of Darkness, and we go upstairs. And thankfully, we do not have to fire a single shot, despite there are tons of enemies hiding around here. And then we have to make sure we noted duck under here, grab the Vile Axe medal, duck back under, turn around, slide through here. Shh, he's had a hard day. Don't wake him up. He's fine.
He's so sleepy.
He's a sleepy boy.
This is the one of the other stages that can get rather confusing.
Yep. All right. So now we have all 3 medals. We go up to the jacket, and there's a specific order we have to put this into. So first off, it's the Fallen Star, Heart of Darkness, and Vile Axe. And ta-da. And you actually are given a hint if you look at the medal, but if you look at that medal box or you remember what it was, it has the order that you have to put those medals on the coat. And also, I believe there's like a document floating around here that tells us, oh, you know, this is how you do it. And you're like, cool, thanks. I appreciate that.
Would you like to tell me about the other puzzles document? No.
No.
Cool. Thanks, document.
And we move on to puzzle number 3. And puzzle number 3 is actually really easy. But you also have to kind of pay attention if you're reading the lore. There's a special... so all the clocks have stopped on a certain time, and that time is 2:06. And we'll talk about 2:06. Well, there are medical reports about how someone was supposed to get a lobotomy at 2:06. I wonder who that could be. Surely no one we know.
No, of course not.
Nope, absolutely not. So now we have to play this clock, and it is...
Where was this trucker guy?
Huh. Grady?
Weird.
So basically, whenever we see a clock, the answer is always 2:06 in the game. That opens up these this opens up these things. We put Robbie the Rabbit. Puzzle number 3 is done. And as you saw, we picked up the only drawing we want in this game. But conversely, it's the only... We have to take it. The game's just like, nope, you get this. You touched it last.
You get the spooky Slenderman picture. Enjoy.
Hooray. And we go down into the basement, which is bone dry, thankfully. For once. Around here. And this one, I swear, this area, they're just like, we've thrown all the meat walls in here for you. Just every single one. Okay. And we have our last puzzle for the house. And this one is a little special.
It's a little much.
So you match the you match where you put the knives. Since you found the knife in the since you find the knife, come on, there you go. In the monster.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
Since you find the knife in the monster, that's where you store your knife, in a monster. That just makes sense. You were gonna say something. What's up?
Mark the Collie. Actually, going to be talking about a little bit about the story behind Silent Hill because of this game. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, this does. This is a neat little. So casually, this has a very neat offshoot story of Silent Hill, and like I said, there's 4 founding. We'll cover this actually right now. There's 4 founding families. We have the Shepherds, which are. We have the Fitches. We have the Bartletts and the Holloways. There's 4 of them. And all 4 of these families are missing kids. Have missing kids in them. Now, we don't exactly know why people are starting to go missing. But all of a sudden, it's like after the kids, more and more people start missing as well. And we're going to actually start getting into that. We're actually going to Silent Hill, so we're going to be covering that here shortly. But like I said, it's actually really cool. So, and you know, like we said, we found the map and a letter from Dad about going to Silent Hill, and this is where we start seeing the tie-in. So, anywho, we find Elle. She says her mom's been taken to Silent Hill. We get a boat ride because it's across the lake. Wheeler and Elle are kidnapped, we are kicked out of the boat, and we wash up on shore.
Meanwhile,
Trucker Big Rig Alex goes to Big Rig.
convoy.
So yeah, we are now officially in Silent Hill. And we're
I didn't know Silent Hill was a platformer.
right? It gets really easy when you get the double jump with Alex, so that's what the ultimate goal is.
Is that a question mark block?
Why are all these red orbs here? So that's a graveyard entrance. We are not going into the graveyard. It's completely optional, even casual, but you do want to go in there casually because it has the police rifle. But we don't need it. We have a laser pistol. That's
All right.
so much cooler. So we get a message from Wheeler being like, I'm in the prison, help? And we're like, okay. So we get over here and it's just like, Alex starts whining, like, I can't get into the prison.
Wheeler, are you there? Wheeler, come in.
Wheeler's just like, go to the back entrance, idiot. It's like, okay. Yeah, we are approaching endgame. We're making some pretty solid time, I feel.
Not bad.
And we can actually, and also we can go to the courtyard of Alchemia Hospital, but we're not, and there's a health grade up there, but we're not doing that. We don't have time to sightsee in Silent Hill.
Also, it's the hospital in Silent Hill. Never go there.
Yeah, right? It's just like a good rule of thumb. Am I in Silent Hill? Yes. Do I need to go to the hospital? Absolutely not.
Nope. What about the school? Nope.
That's a super hard no, too.
I'm just going to sit in this diner forever.
What about the strip club? That's a definite hard no. So yeah, the back gate is locked, but Alex has an idea. And what's that idea? Let's cut power to the entire town. Surely there will be no bad things happening. Manaconda. So we are off, and we will be introduced to a new enemy. A deadly enemy. One would say the most dangerous foe.
I agree.
Alright. Don't worry. Well, I will, and I always have to sing a jingle, otherwise it's not a run. But we do that after we turn off the power. So you think, okay, I have to go in there. Nope. Everything's locked up, so we actually have to go to this weird office building. Well, that dog wanted my Achilles tendon. Just
The strippers in Silent Hill remove more than clothing. Yeah, your mental defenses.
mental defense, basically anything on you.
And then your skin.
Yep. Got all this pesky skin on you, hun. We better do something about it. Ah!
I gotta go.
Alright. So yeah, we explore around. It's like, you kind of, there's all these doors, they're locked. So basically, we have to go through here, and we get to Look Like Water and Power Key. Now you think, oh, you're gonna go back outside to the main. No, there's an entrance here. Because casually, like I said, you will get turned around and missed it. We don't need you. That's a health drink, but I call them kombucha because I don't know why. This is how my brain works. Boom. Alright. And of course...
The Tuwaka Bomb energy drinks.
Tuwaka. Oh. So now we are introduced... Now we have to shut these engines down, and here comes our new enemy. The most dangerous foe, man.
It's a dude.
Yeah, too bad...
How terrifying.
Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, too bad the laser pistol is just like, yeah, guess what?
So these are cultists.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these guys are, since we are in Silent Hill. A little bit more into the story. Yeah, the people in Silent Hill started a cult.
Too much fun. Well, they've had a cult, and yeah, it's like that slowly they slowly built that up after. I think it was after Silent Hill 3, right? That's when that
I think so. Yeah.
really got introduced.
Yeah, the detective. I forget his name. I think that's what he started to find out.
Mm-hmm. So we have to turn off these generators in a very specific order because, of course, we do. So the order is BAC. So we run up here.
Back.
Yeah, whatever you. Many times I'd just be going back, 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 back.
It's short for back-teen, in case you hurt yourself.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked that there's an ample supply of Bactine in Silent Hill. It's just like, you need to clean that wound? Well, here's something that's really going to remind you that it's working.
Isn't that the healing juice from Silent Hill 7? Not Silent Hill, Resident Evil 7? You just pour Bactine on your hand and then everything's better?
That's what we called it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that seems like, in Resident Evil 7, that house definitely seems like it would have Bactine in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no more power. We are free to leave, but first, you saw real quick, you saw somebody dart out of the corner.
It's a dude.
It's another dude. Okay, cool.
It's the next dude.
And there's a rifle guy there. We aren't going to bother with him. If he was on the ground shooting at us, oh, we'd have his number. Oh, we'd have his number. But he's fine. Okay, smash him. Oh, yeah, we never open doors like normal people either. We just throw our elbow into them. Unless it goes outside, then we are polite.
Then we take our time.
All right. That is the power company. And as tradition, as I mentioned, I have to sing the jingle. Toluca, Lake, Water, and Power. Like, you know that's the jingle. Like, this is the type of place that would do that. And now we have...
Real quick.
Yeah.
We have a $10 donation from 12th Gear. He says, good luck, Eld. I'll never look at drills the same way again.
Oh, the drill scene. Yep. We'll...
Spoilers.
Spoilers are something to look forward to.
Good point.
Yeah, that might be a cutscene I might let play out just for the joy of sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there might be a pretty intense flash here. Yep, there it was. Okay. I don't know why that happens. It just does. All right.
Some dude taking a picture of you.
It just...
Hey, is that Big Rig Alex?
Is that Big Rig Alex? Yeah, it
I
is.
went to tell my mom.
Hello there, citizen. And mini-boss. And dead mini-boss. All right. And now we're in the prison. And also, this is the worst designed prison, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the keypad to get out of here, it's one of the prisoner numbers. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, I'm pretty sure no actual prisoners died here. They all just escaped because they knew their prisoner numbers.
I mean, by the look of things and how everything panned out in all the games, I'm pretty sure everybody in Silent Hill themselves made just poor decisions all the time. Hey, you guys want to start a cult? Yeah, that won't backfire.
No, absolutely not. Hey, you want to look up the... Hey, you want to join me for worshiping the old god of Silent Hill? Okay.
Yeah, sure. It sounds like a fun Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I'll bring the kids.
Yep, so that is one bit of lore that we do absolutely have to reinforce here. This takes place when it's discovered that there's basically effectively an Eldritch Horror in charge of that is the god of Silent Hill, right? And that is important for the lore because it is tied to it's tied to Silent Hill or Shepherd's Glen. There we go. Hey, look, more
well,
people.
Shepherd's Glen and yeah,
both of them. I mean, I know words.
Yeah.
I can speak like a big
Yeah.
boy.
I believe you.
Yeah. All right. So we go down here and we take a left or a right. I also know directions very well, obviously. Pop.
3 lefts make a right.
Ow. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
Yep. The cultist.
Cheeky.
Yeah, the cultist can hurt. Also, the only words that they say are "shepherd, get him," and that. All right.
I mean that with a mask, so I can't just imagine all they say is like. You're like, what?
Can't hear you. So yeah, you can't let Wheeler die in that fight, and it's actually kind of funny because if you're not quick enough, that thing just goes right up to Wheeler and punches him in the face, and it's
Like haymaker right to the side of his face. It's so hilarious.
it's really funny. So yeah, unfortunately, the game will not let us occupy the same space. And Wheeler sees,
time travel rules.
yeah, right. Things are officially getting tricky in Silent Hill. Okay. Dead body. Wheeler's like, I'm not touching that. That's gross and icky. And it's just like, oh my god.
Tip of the iceberg, buddy.
All right, we go in here, and Wheeler knows how to use the prison panel. He's very excited. And now here's a little unskippable cutscene where we talk at each other. We say our goodbyes for now.
Kiss me goodbye.
And Wheeler now starts operating the gates. Now, in the glitch version of this run, it gets funny because you basically go out of bounds, and as long as you know where you're going, you don't have to deal with all these shenanigans. But this is glitchless, so we have to wait for all this. That door, Wheeler, tell us that door sucks. Whatever. So we have to go back here. And since we're already here, Wheeler will open up, and look, there's a cultist having a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is fine. Now we have a forced enemy fight, and it's our good friend Scrimbleshanks. Yep.
Skirmish.
Yep,
There he is. Okay.
and we have to wait for him to leave that jail cell. Otherwise, we get that weird HP underflow issue. It's weird. Ah, the shower room. Okay, let's see if we can get the glitch.
Oh, sweet.
Let's do it. Come on. Oh, not one.
Aw.
Not that one.
All right.
Come on. Oh.
Oh, that was close.
It was. So there it doesn't benefit us at all, but what ends up happening is if you can kill them while they're on the ceiling, they will fall on top of the ceiling like it's the floor, and I think they just programmed that room to make all the surfaces on there. Just make them all surfaces, so that's why they do that. They're just like, this is floor, we're fine. And it's really funny to see. All right.
What do you mean the ceiling? No, I mean the floor. Yeah.
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 Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Wheeler, the door's locked. Well, sucks to suck, Alex. Good luck.
Wish his dialogue changed when he got on the radio when he was wearing the big rig Alex. He just, breaker 19er, Wheeler coming in here.
Over. This is Smokey and the Bandit.
Wheeler just comes back with, shut up.
God.
Smokey and the Bandit.
All right. So now we have to be a crazy person. Well, not a crazy person. I'm sorry. Now we just have to start collecting bits of wire like anyone would do in this when you're trapped in a prison filled with monsters and people that want to murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
Gotta
have
have a hobby.
You definitely. Alex is just like, Wheeler, check this wire out. It's like, what? I'm an avid wire collector. What? Did you get out a lot, Alex? No. Alright, bust this door open. And bust that door open. And grab that scrap of wire. And now, to be someone with no wiring experience to fix this breaker box. And we put
Same
that-
thing as the last one. Literally nothing telling you how to do this.
And we have to be a little patient. We have to wait for that text to clear. There we go. Then Alex is just like, oh, cool. Now we can get the keypad wired up. And this one is... It is red, white, green, blue, and yellow. Ta-da! Power. Whoops. A little too soon on that. Hopefully
Thanks to everyone in the speedrun community who wrote that down.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And I'm apparently taking the long way down, but whatever. I do what
Took the long way home.
do whatever I want. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
And like I said, worst prison ever. Like this, like the memo where you find this, where you find the hint for this, it's in the jail cell too. It's just like, way to be secure. Okay. So, here's Mom, and this is where we have one of the game-ending decisions. Sorry, Mom, can't shoot you. And Mom,
So yeah, basically what happens there is that you're given the choice to either end her suffering or you can't do it. But no matter what, bad things happen to her.
yeah. So
If you don't shoot her, well, something comes out and rips her apart.
Mm-hmm.
Because Silent Hill.
Yeah. Silent Hill, the happiest game. So this one is this solution is the rook, the coffin, and nothing, and we get our prize.
And much like every Silent Hill protagonist, gotta stick my hand into something weird.
Let me put my hand in this bag of Jello. What do I get? The exit. All right. And we are reunited with Wheeler. We are on to, in my opinion, the more obnoxious boss of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one, like I said, the doll was I think, in my opinion, the hardest one, because if something goes wrong, it goes very wrong. This one can also be kind of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just looking at it makes you want to go, nope.
Nope. So we just kind
Turn
of
the TV off and go outside and touch grass and feel better.
more Scrimble Shank. Yeah, so we don't want them to attack us. That's fine. Get through that relatively easy. And now we are approaching boss number 4.
And I think this boss was inspired by a certain movie. You can probably guess which one.
Is it Street Fighter?
Oh, totally, Street Fighter.
Okay. And here's our boss. It is a human centipede. So what we got to do here is not get grabbed.
Oof.
So she will grab you, and she just kind of... This boss will dangle you and all that, so we kind of want to get away. But ultimately, what we need to do here is hit the... we have to shoot the tail. That's the weak point here. And we basically are shooting in between her legs. And getting grabbed. It's unfortunate. Oh...
Yeah, there's her patented Street Fighter leg sweep.
Yep. Sweep the legs, Johnny. Sweep the legs. Now, yeah, because Nope, got me again. Like, this fight is always a bit tough.
Yeah, what you can't hear in the background is Guile's stage theme from Street Fighter's going on.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. And we just gotta shoot, and this, yeah, even casually, this boss fight is a real nightmare too.
Mm-hmm. If you can keep your distance, it just takes a little bit more time, but
Yeah, Alex's it's like the dodge roll. It's like you have to be super early with it because this thing has a huge grab box as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Quick change of channel.
Come on. Come on, stop it. And not to mention, yeah, like this whole thing is a bit of a hitbox nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Nightmare to look at, nightmare to fight.
Yep. You can go down anytime now, please. Like I said, it's a...
Yeah, like Mika said, Alex's dodge roll is it's best effort, really.
It's a polite suggestion.
Mm-hmm. It's more of a guideline.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, we have the... Okay, we do have the audio glitch.
Oh, I can't hear it. What's it doing?
So the audio glitch in this area is where the only sound effect you hear is Alex screaming.
Oh.
We're just basically dumping damage into her as much as we can, but we gotta get away because that grab is obnoxious. It doesn't do any damage, but
Man, this fight can be a time sink.
yeah, it really is pretty gnarly. But we know it because we'll see her just we'll see the boss just hunch over, and that'll be that. Come on, go down, please.
You gotta be close.
Yeah, I absolutely have to be. It's kind of hard because, not to mention, this is pretty, just gonna have to endure the hit. Because I've also encountered that hit point underflow on here, too. Yeah, get up. So, anytime you go down. There it is.
Hey. And ride that pony.
Ride that pony. Okay, we're done.
There we go. Then turn around and yell, "Go home and be a family man." And you're done.
And we're done. And now we're on our way to the church. Now, Wheeler, during that cutscene, got grabbed by one of those weird wall orifices, and we don't know where Wheeler is now. But hey, look, Josh.
Josh, wait.
Josh, wait.
Nope. LOL. Bye.
Later, nerd. Okay, we got more of these guys. But did you think that we were done with turning wheels? We weren't. We have plenty of wheels to go.
We still have puzzles to go.
Yep. And this one is, hey, how's your knowledge of religious iconography? Good luck.
Not great. Well,
You'll figure it out. This is the one where you just kind of have to try and just try to piece it out yourself. What a beautiful, Josh, or Alex, wrong time to admire, design of a church. So that unlocks doors and also unlocks a puzzle. So we have to go around collecting plates.
that's how I normally start up my organs. I shove a knife into it.
I mean, that is ideally the best way of handling it. So now you're going to start seeing me pick up a bunch of items. A bunch of healing items here, because we're getting to a point in the game where we're going to it's like Alex is going to have a bit of a rough go. Alright, and I'm covered in bugs. Arm bug. Face bug. And let's see if this one will clip through the wall, because that loves to do that. Okay, we're good. Alright, and now we have Confessional. And this one seems to be someone inside, and that person is my dad.
It's your dad.
Boogie woogie woogie. So, if you can't gather on this, Alex's dad has not been the best. Alex's dad kind of has been, well, a really terrible father to Alex in particular. And there's a reason for that, which we'll definitely get into hopefully a little sooner.
Pretty quick, yeah.
Yeah. But ultimately, we have a choice here. We can forgive Dad, or we don't have to forgive Dad. Guess what? No forgiveness, Dad.
What are you telling me? Are you saying my
So,
prayers fall on deaf ears? Only prayer I can say.
yeah. And like I said, when you pick that one, Alex just doesn't hold back and is just like, well, guess what, dude?
I have something for you, Father. I don't need anything from you.
Yeah. Like it's kind of bad, and it does touch upon some of the other issues where there is some psychological things that do happen in this game. Anyways, we're gonna.
And Alex has had some trauma.
Yeah. There's a reason why we started off in a mental hospital. So we pick up the unlit candle because we need that for a pretty easy puzzle, and also shovel face. And dead shovel face. Alright, run back over here. And it's like a little weird prize like wheel. It's like I gave you candle, give me plate. And now this one was a bit trial and error. But first, we hear from best friend Elle. She's alright. And now we have options. We have to cut these paintings. Cut the wrong one, we get bugs. Always cut the man and get a tree. That's how I get trees.
I mean, that's how I go through life.
Yeah.
Cut man, get tree.
There we go, to take him out.
It's kind of like push button, get bacon.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are just standard ways of survival. Hey, now we got our
Exactly.
last plate. That picture of that guy there is
Always
just...
cracks me up.
There we go. Puzzle time.
That's what you get for skipping leg day.
Never skip leg day. So, penitence is the kneeling man. Thanks, Indiana Jones. Vengeance is our sword. Desire is a tree for the desire of knowledge. Sorrow is the candle, like you light for mourning someone. And sacrifice is the chalice. Ta-da, we did it.
Chalice from the palace.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's a brew that's true. Yeah, I get it.
And look,
Hey, Dad.
it's my dad. So this is an unskippable cutscene. So if you got donations or if you want to talk more about the marathon, please feel free.
Absolutely. Let's talk about what's coming up after this run, because we've got quite a bit of marathon left going on. We've raised almost $750 for the Canadian Cancer Society to this point, but we are nowhere near done with what we are trying to do this week. Coming up next, after this Silent Hill run, we have a Hades all weapons run from I'm Doing It, which you are not going to want to miss. And then starting tomorrow at it looks like 6 o'clock Eastern time, we are starting with a Mega Man X 100% race between Mavi Bomber, Poison Girls Geo, and Giochi. And I apologize if I said that wrong. But we have a whole bunch of awesome stuff planned tomorrow. We have Mega Man X. We have Super Metroid, Zelda Link to the Past combined. We have The Messenger 80%, and we have Dungeon Explorer 2. And that's all happening Friday. And we have a $5 donation from Zombie Doll who says, this seems like a fitting thing to do while my brother is getting chemo. Also, my dog, who I assume has all of its fur, is rooting for you.
Thank you so much, Zombie. So, this cutscene, here's what it boils down to. Those dog tags you see Alex wearing? First, we learned that Alex has been in the hospital, like we mentioned earlier. And Alex goes, yeah, I was wounded in battle. Alex was never in the army. Those dog tags aren't his. Those are his dad. And it'll actually show us that it says A. Shepherd, and his dad's name is Adam. So we get the illusion first of the accident. And then all of a sudden we start getting, we start kind of piecing a few things together. Like Josh just kind of showing up out of nowhere and appearing and disappearing. So all of a sudden we're starting to get something put into place. And ultimately what we learn is that Adam screwed up somehow because he had to sacrifice a son. You know, not kind of like in the Bible. And, well, things go a little sideways. We'll get there, I promise. I know I'm teasing you. Oh, look, it's the Boogeyman.
Hey, look!
What's up?
It's the Boogeyman.
Oh, here for cut the lunch meat. Uh-oh. I don't think that was baloney.
I saw you do the thing with the organ and the knife. I thought it would, you know, help.
That's how I do with my organs too.
Right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Now we have two dads. Alright, gotta go, bye. So yeah. We get the Shepherd family ring. It's a MacGuffin. That's it. It doesn't do anything. We'll be holding out till the end of the game. Which we are almost at. So now we have to go down this exceedingly long ramp into the mines of Silent Hill. And now, but first we have to play dress up.
Yes.
And we put on the old miner suit. So
Yeah.
we don't get burned by steam. And get ready. So this next scene, it is a bit brutal. So if you are sensitive to violence and you don't want to see it, you may want to look away. Otherwise, there's a donation.
Enjoy.
There's a donation that made mention of a drill. This is that scene. So here we go.
I wonder what's happening with me. Oh, God!
And there's Judge Holloway. So we get some quick time events. And then Judge Holloway gives us that normal look. And now we have to make sure that we don't get a drill bit to the eye. Because that would ruin
You get the
our
eye
day.
glitch, too.
Yeah, it was really wonderful. Still have that eye glitch. And gives us a little pressure. And yeah, there you go. Just pure nightmare. All right. We're going to take that map. We have health.
Always good to see you, Judge. Always a good time.
Always fun. Okay. So these books start... You'll see books on the counter here, and they start explaining the lore behind what... behind Shepherd's Glen.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we don't want to go down here, but first we have to go get a few tools.
You want to wait till the next puzzle to get to the explanation?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Think
So he doesn't have his weapons. He's just got the Sacrificial Dagger. Thankfully, as we said, he's an expert spin move. He played a lot of Legend of Zelda as a kid. Oh.
Yeah, he's got a few shots on me. If we fall out of rhythm, these guys can just really rock your world, as you saw right there. So we get the steel pipe. But we don't want to go over here, because there's a key that we need, and we got another guy. And it's basically AAAX. And we do that spin move. And now we go get the pistol, which I think has... Well, yes, it does. Good. Get the key. Sector 3 key. We get into the next wing. So, yeah, we have no gear on us, aside from our healing items. And... there we go. We got to be pretty judicious on this pistol usage here.
Yeah, fighting two of those guys with just a dagger is not good.
You can. It's like we will at some point we will have no choice, but
If you can avoid it, do so.
yep. So we switch to the pipe because this door is locked. Heard of Brian Paul a while, yeah. I don't think you're gonna hear from their buckaroos. Now we gotta quickly swap to the dagger. And there we go.
There we go.
We have some very good, well-placed shots. Switch to the pipe. Duck under here, because we kind of have a little event we have to deal with.
A little bit.
There's Elle, and Curtis is threatening to cut her up into itty-bitty pieces, because Curtis.
Remember Curtis, the dude that was totally normal and not having a bad day and really loves alarm clocks.
Yeah, well,
That guy.
turns out.
Big circular saw fan.
And now we have to... Circular saw enthusiast Curtis. Swap over.
So...
Oh, go ahead and talk while I'll deal with this.
Yeah, Mecha wants to be pretty on the ball with hitting him because while the saw is very slow, if it does hit him, I think it one-shots him.
Yep. So we basically use our speed, finish him.
There we go.
Done. In the game, I don't even bother because the game will just basically throw us to L. And they're like, hey, but we have to go back here. We are not picking up those. We have to go get this key on the wall, and it's actually relatively hard, and you can easily miss it on a casual playthrough. That is where our gear is stored, and we absolutely need that gear.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we have Ellie, or L, we can just... We get to play the old turn that wheel. And she just stands there looking like, why do you smell like old cigarettes? And after we... So that thing where we said we don't want to try knife fighting 2 of the cultists, well, we have to knife fight 2 of the cultists now.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to.
But we want to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, because he will, as you can see, he will do that rifle attack.
Ooh, watch your health. There
Yep.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you really want to take that guy out first.
yeah, because getting shot by these guys, it will do a good chunk of damage. And obviously, we don't want that.
And he's always got a response to rifle butt you in the face, so take him out first, then get the other guy into a rhythm, and you're good.
Mm-hmm. And then we get
Hey, look, it's our stuff!
all of our stuff. But more importantly, the animal. Yes, the animal pistol. I know what. The laser pistol.
There you go.
All right. So now we can go to Sector 2. And there is 1 normal enemy. And we are just about finished with the run. That dude... That one dude just was like, Cobra! Ah!
Ouchtown population him.
Alright. So we hold. And now we hit the last decision we have to make for our ending. And we wait for it. Alright. So here it is, and hey look, it's Wheeler! He's having a good day.
Hey, buddy, you, Anyway.
We're gonna give him that, we're gonna give him the med kit, he'll be okay. And we say goodbye to Elle, and now we're on our way to, we have 2 puzzles and the final boss. And, James, go ahead and start reading, go ahead and talk about the ending now.
So, just to give you a little backstory on the whole Silent Hill Shepherd's Glen thing. So, quick story on Silent Hill is that the miners found, like Mecha said, they found an eldritch horror, and instead of doing anything they possibly could to either kill it or get away from it, let's form a cult and worship it. Because, you know, that's a sane thing to do. Yeah. During the time, I'm not sure exactly what they were trying to get out of it, but as you can see, nothing but bad things were happening to them, and some of the families that were part of this wanted to leave. And that included the family of Shepherds, the Holloways, the Fitches, and the Bartletts, and they just left. But, unfortunately, they couldn't quite get away from that eldritch horror. So when they went across the water and founded Shepherd's Glen, they still had to appease the eldritch horror. And they did that by sacrificing children in a very specific way. And that specific way could be just, some way that the Eldritch Horror wanted them to do it. So the whole idea with Alex's dad is that he was supposed to sacrifice Alex. Unfortunately, or was it Alex or was it Josh?
It was Alex. Alex was.
It was Alex?
Yep.
Yeah. Alex was supposed to be sacrificed, but before that could happen, there was an accident with Josh where Josh accidentally drowned while out on the lake with his brother, Alex. And since one kid died, Adam, his father, didn't really have it in his heart to kill his only living son, so everything went bad.
Yep. And when Alex discovered that Josh has died, Alex had a complete mental breakdown, which is why he went into the mental hospital, which is where we started it off.
And one of the things that we saw... Oh, by the way, this is the end boss.
Yep, we're here. And
Sorry.
Time will be when we see the X prompt and I press X, and I'll call that out. By the way, I haven't seen Josh in a long time.
Josh who?
Who? Ooh. Okay. There we go. There we go. And get ready, and time. Well, I'm sure Josh is around.
No, I mean, he's probably somewhere around. Honestly, I forgot Josh's name.
Yeah.
If he shows up, it'll be a surprise to me.
Mazel tov, it's a Josh!
Oh, Lord.
So, yeah. That is the front. However, we have that special ending. So, first, Alex is going to say goodbye to Josh. It's actually a pretty touching scene. Like, this game has actually a really solid story to it. I definitely encourage people to go through, play it. Understand that there's jank, but it's a fantastic story. Very good, very entertaining. But like I said...
Pretty terrifying in spots.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, let's recap the choices that I did. I did not show Mom mercy. I did not forgive my father, but I saved Wheeler, so I showed compassion. So, we did something here. And there we go. We give Josh the flashlight because,
So something like it's Silent Hill, so something incredibly horrible is going to happen to Alex, right?
Let's wait.
Just terrifyingly awful, just nightmarish hellscape of an ending.
Just absolute something. All right, we're almost done with this, and we'll get that special ending. Bear with us. Be patient. I promise it'll be worth it. And is chat saying anything? Any guesses from them?
No guesses, but a lot of GGs.
Thank you for the GGs. I'll super appreciate it. Like I said, I do love running this game. It is super fun, super chill. Great starter to learn how to speedrun. All right. I forgot to kill the timer. All right, and here's our ending. We emerge, and we think everything's okay. We think. So let's just go ahead and marinate in this magic. Killed the god, pulled the Xenogears. Oh, look, it's Elle. She's safe.
What?
Their home planet needs them.
That's where they've been taking everybody. I knew it.
And there we go. It's the UFO. That is how you get the UFO ending, and the UFO ending gets you the laser pistol, and that is how we got it in the first place. And that is it for me, for us. Afraid not to get it. Go ahead. You got anything to say? Go for it.
Oh, just thank you for having us on. Mecca, thank you for having me for on comms, and everybody who's donating, doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. It's a fantastic cause, and going for a while. More runs coming up.
Yeah, thank you, Game Over Camps, for having us. Always love supporting this event. It's an amazing time, an amazing cause, and yeah, keep donating, get those incentives, and help out. Just keep helping out and doing what we can.
Awesome. Awesome job, Mecha. By the way, your final time was a 1:48:13.
Oh, nice. Okay, getting close, getting back to that normal time.
Yeah, solid time after the D-Rest, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah,
It's awesome. Awesome job. Thank you so much for that just really, really fun run. And thank you, Freydnot, for the enlightening commentary and life skills lessons we all learned along the way.
Happy to help.
I feel like we all grew up from this run.
We've all learned something tonight.
I don't know what it is, but it's obviously don't go to Silent Hill.
Zigzag if you're running away from a dog. That is the lesson I will take away from this.
Also important. Well, thank you again. Super appreciate it, everyone. Stay tuned. More amazing runs are on your way.